Live any moment now, and according to what I'm reading on screen, we are live.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming, and we're going to do our second live stream. Yay! Today we're going to be working with Collie sticks, and the cool thing is Collie sticks, the ones we have here are a long length, but you can have anything. So like today when I do anything with the Collie stick, I'm going to be using, let me grab them real a spatula and a ladle. So I'm going to be doing the moves when I'm out here. Those are my weapons. I can use these. You could use a piece of foam. You could use something wrong?
No, it's okay.
Okay. You could use Mr. Lowentrout's got his drumsticks. Mr. Ellerson's going to use wooden spoons. You can use a pin or anything. You could get a not toilet paper roll, that's a little too short, but a paper towel roll. Take the cardboard or use the cardboard from that. And if not, just imagine you have a stick in your hand throughout all these. So I'm going to put this down. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to use these. What we're going to do is we're going to do shadow box freeze. So basically we're going to be bouncing our guarding stance. Oh, real quick, make sure you have a good distance between you and the screen you're looking at. Also between you and anybody else in the room you're working with. And also make sure you're not close to any lamps or any items in your home might get injured if you hit it. So, is everybody ready for shadow box freeze?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, start bouncing in your guardian stance as soon as we hear the music. So we're bouncing. And just start doing whatever moves you want. Remember, open hand, weapon hand. Okay, and it's your option to yell or not yell. If you yell, ha, 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 that's fine. If you're in a place where you need to be a little quiet, just exhale. All right, so everybody keep moving. Got your stick, no imaginary stick or anything you're using as a stick. Keep going. Ha, 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 cha, ha, 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 ha. When the music freezes, you freeze. Ha! Hut! Hut! Ha! Hut! Ha! Hut! Hut! Ha! Ja! Hut! Hut! Ha! Ja! Hut! Ha! Hut!
Sit.
Hut! Ha! Hut! Hut! Ha! Hut! Yeah! Ja! Hut! Ha!
Sit. 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 Sit.
All right, we're going to stop after this one. All right. Go ahead and bow. If you need to get a drink of water, get a quick drink and come on back for stretching. All right. All right. While we're waiting, let's get in our full horse squat. Back straight, knees bent. Pulling the hands back. Good master's pose. Hopefully you remember from last time, I said get your water bottle or your drink of water, whatever you're drinking, put it nice and close to you so you can be ready to go. All right. Let's go ahead and start our stretching. Let's start with arm across the chest. So, hand straight, grab it at the elbow, and pull. If you don't feel the stretch, you might be doing this. So super straight, and you feel the stretch. All right, and switch it up. So if you're there, maybe send a little comment to Mr. King or like the video so we know Who's out there today?
I can tell you right now, I see Matthew Forsting.
Matthew again.
Matthew's here.
Nice, Matthew.
Bradley's here.
Bradley, excellent.
Bradley chimed in. Ryan and Griffin are here.
Nice.
And I see at least 12 people right now.
Excellent. Let's do
12
a
different
sidekick
viewers.
stretch.
Yeah.
That's so great. A lot of the people that were here last time are there again.
Mm-hmm.
So keep your keyboard handy because at some points we might be asking you for information. All right. So you can get nice and low on this. Get a good stretch. And switch. So in our studio we talk a lot about the 6-inch rule. So when we're working together to stay safe, we say when you're throwing your strikes, you got to stop 6 inches before the target, and that's how we stay safe in the studio when we're working out. Let's go ahead and put our hands on our waist, and we're going to rotate around our waist. So now with the social distancing that we're hoping will really help us to prevent that virus from spreading so quickly and causing a lot of problems, go the other direction here. We have a new rule. It's called the 6-foot rule. So it's going to be really important, as you probably already know. Let's do a palm tree stretch. Is to, if you go out and about, go to the grocery store or whatever, or you're in a park or anything, you want to keep 6 feet or more between you and another person. The people in your household, it's okay because you're all living in the same place, and so that's not an issue. Go ahead and switch. So we want to just make sure that we're staying super safe. So I was just thinking today when I thought the 6-foot rule, I said that's same number, just we go from inches to feet. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. If you have room to sit down, we're going to sit down and we're going to do a full butterfly stretch. So pull your feet nice, pull them into your body. I like to grab my top of my feet. Let your knees open as much. Sometimes you can grab your ankles and actually push your knees down in order to get a better stretch. And if you still don't feel it, what you want to do is lean forward. That usually helps you get a better stretch. And let's do a half butterfly stretch. So 1 foot out, 1 foot in, and lean. So if you are able to, or you can relay the information to somebody who could type on the screen, maybe let us know what how it's been for you the last few days. We're on day 4 of most of the schools being closed. Maybe you can chime in. Has it been kind of relaxing for you? Have you felt bored? How is it spending extra time with your family? That's sometimes a nice benefit. Go ahead and switch.
So Bradley and Blake are both here. Bradley actually asked, why is there no yellow black belt? And I think he's talking about the over on the wall there, because you can see it.
Well, you're super observant. That's the kind of people we like to have here. People that notice stuff like that for me. What happened was that one day, the last belt test that we had here, somebody showed up I wasn't expecting, and they were testing for a yellow black belt. And I didn't have any in all those drawers over there. I have all those colors, and I didn't have any of that color. So let's go ahead and let's just do we won't do a full split center as much as we'll just do this stretch here. So that was the only one I could find, was the one on the wall, and I took it down and I gave it to him, and it was the perfect size. So that's why it's not on there. So props to you. That was which one, Blake or Bradley?
That was Bradley.
Oh, so
Blake, but Blake's here too. And
okay.
Actually, to answer your earlier question, Anthony and Lucia both say feels great.
Okay, good.
If things are good, I guess some people are taking not having to go to school in stride, and
right.
I can certainly.
Yeah, some people really love school and they don't really enjoy the vacations. Some people are kind of school kind of stresses them out or whatever, so they're likely to maybe be enjoying this time. And then there's extroverts and introverts, and extroverts are people that need to be out doing stuff with people, and they may be feeling a little sad. Introverts are usually people who like to stay on their own, and it could be that they're actually enjoying this experience more. But no matter what, it's been a big change for everybody. So be patient with yourself. Be patient with your parents and your siblings. Most of us aren't used to spending this much time together. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go on to some exercises. I'm going to bring out Mr. Ellerson. He's going to run you through some collie stick exercise. So hopefully at this point somebody has got you something to hold in your hand, and if you don't, just, you guys have great imaginations. You can just imagine you have a great big stick in your hand as you go through these. So come on up, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you found some sort of household deadly weapon you can use, like a wooden spoon or a drumstick or a spatula. If that fails, even a pencil works. Otherwise, remember, we have open hand, weapon hand, meaning anything you do in here with a weapon, you can do the same thing with an open hand. So you'd follow along just using your hands on these strikes or using your invisible weapons over here. Let's start off in our guarding stance. Feet apart, spoons up. We're going to be doing the block pattern just like we covered the other day. So we're going to go through this a little bit more quickly. First one is going to be an up windmill block, down windmill block, high block, low block, out block, cross block. Make sure that other spoon or item is in front of your face. You're using your shoulder. A little bit faster. Ready? Up windmill block, down windmill block, high block, low block, out block, cross block. Now again, if you're indoors and maybe you have neighbors, you shouldn't be yelling. You just kind of do those exhales. If you want to kind of let it out and you have that space, feel free to yell along with us. We're going to do it one more time together. Ready? Up windmill block, down windmill block, high block, low block, out block, and cross block. I'm going to say go. We're going to do all that together. Follow along with me as best as you can. Go. High, low, out, cross. Switch your feet. Other side now. We're going to start a little bit slowly. Up windmill block, down windmill block, high block, low block, out block, cross block. Again, up windmill block, down windmill block, high block, low block, out block, and cross block. I'm going to say go. Let's try all those together about this pace. Ready? Go. Switch your feet. Let's continue. The next thing that we're going to be doing is going to be switch your feet. Let's continue. The next thing that we're going to be doing is going to be a jab cross. Our hands are up over here. We're going to start rotate those shoulders. Jab with the front, cross at the rear, and pivot on that back foot. Let's try it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. Jab with that front side. Rotate through. Cross with the rear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch your feet. Now we're going to be doing hammers. When you do this one, drop your weight. Don't smack yourself in the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. Let's do a roundhouse strike now.
Real quick, have you everybody noticing how they're both keeping the guard stick up, like you keep your guard hand up? They're both doing a super good job at that, so I wanted to give them a thumbs up.
Thank you. And thank you for the social distancing pointer stick. We're moving on to a roundhouse strike now. Keep that other item or hand up by your head. We're going to start this way. Turn through and turn that body. Keep the eyes forward. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch your feet. Go in this direction now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch your feet. After a roundhouse strike, let's do a roundhouse elbow. Take your item we're going to flip it upside down. So you're gripping it like this. You're going to glue it onto your forearms now. Now when we strike, it's going to be cinched up against our arm over here. Roundhouse elbow with our item. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. Cinch up to that forearm. Roundhouse elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. Okay, let's move along to an uppercut elbow. It's still glued to us. This one, it's like you're smoothing back your hair. And I don't have it on that side. We're gonna go straight up over here. Lift with your legs too.
Don't poke yourself.
Don't hit yourself in the face. My very first day here, not even a white belt yet. Uppercut elbow, bam, right over that way. Don't let it happen to you, especially with a spoon or spatula in your hand. Uppercut elbows, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch feet. That front side, other uppercut elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch feet. About halfway done. We'll take a nice water break after these next few moves. Let's do... Okay. This next one, wrist twirl. This one isn't some deadly attack, but it makes it look fun and fancy. So take your items and try this on your own. You're going to roll it forward, pinch between your thumb and your pointer finger, roll it around over there. Here. That way you might twirl into a strike. We do that in some of our combinations over here. So try it on your own. Try it with one hand, the other hand. Use both. You can go up, you can go down. So play with this a little bit on your own with whatever item you have and see if you get that down. If that's hard, that one, grip tighter and just rotate your wrist over there. It's a little less flexible, but that way maybe someone tries to hit out of your hand, you could roll with it a bit better. Some of you might take this easily, others might take a little while to get used to, but see if you can work that in a little bit to add a bit of flavor into your strikes if you're working with these weapons. Let's move on to another couple strikes now. Let's do some kicks. Just because you have a weapon in your hand doesn't mean you suddenly can't use your legs anymore. Keep these weapons up to protect your face, and I want my first year students to be working on a snap kick. My advanced students could look at Mr. Lone Shot over here. You're all going to be working on an outside crescent kick. These ones over here. So first year students snap kicks with me, advanced students outside crescent kicks with Mr. Lone Shot. Keep these up by your face. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. Last thing we're going to do right now is the backhand. It's appropriate on a weapon day like this because we say it's like you're pulling a sword out of your belt. Now you might actually have something that replicates that. Start from the hip, not the armpit, because you want that lift power. Turn out, hit across over there. Backhands. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. Pull it from that hip, up and across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Thank you for following along. Get a quick water break if you need it. We'll move on to another activity.
So
All right, so if you're getting that drink, that's cool. If you're not and you're waiting around thinking, I can't wait for the next thing, we got something for you. We're all going to, if you're here, we're going to do 10 fitness squats. So in a fitness squat, spread your feet out, hands are extended in front, and you squat all the way down so that your legs are parallel to the ground. They don't look like, huh, 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 huh. All right? So let's do this together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Staying nice and strong. All right, so this part, you actually just get to relax and enjoy. There's a 6-point drill with Kali sticks. Now, Kali is actually a style of martial arts, just like Tai Chi is a style of martial arts. But it also, for the most part, has people thinking about how to do these things. Kali and Eskrima, they are really good with sticks. Sometimes when you say Kali sticks, it seems like most people know that. So real quick, these are fairly traditional sticks. We're going to do something called the 6-point drill. I just want you to know what that looks like. So Mr. Ellerson and I, instead of a good distance apart, have decided, come on out, to use the shinais. So shinai is a practice sword, basically. Makes good noise. You'll hear this a lot on your black belt today, so you might as well get used to that. So, oh, that's right. Sorry, I had them out. All right, pick a weapon. There we go. All right, so you'll be doing this. Well, you'll not be doing anything right now. You're just going to be watching. So how you stage this to start is this is a very traditional stance in Kali. So you're going to stand here and. We're just going to show you. So this is what it looks like. Ready? Go. All right. So that is called a 6-point drill. If you're an advanced student, that must look fairly familiar to you if you've been an advanced student since the last time we went over Kali sticks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these to the side. I'm going to pick up my kitchen implements so that you can see that you can use this with anything. Later on, we're going to go another partner drill, and I had 2 black belts, their brother and sister, and they fell in love with this drill. They went home, and this is exactly what they did. When they came back, they could do it. And I said, how did you learn that? They said, we use spatulas from the kitchen. So it's a time-tested way to do it. So the main thing I want you to do is you're going to mirror image me. So you're going to have your hand on your hip, and you're going to have the other stick here. For the most part, people have the most trouble with how to retrieve it. And the other thing is, we're going to do this fairly quickly, and it might be a little bit hard for some of our dragons and eagles. So do the best you can. Before our older students, go back and take a look at this. So you start here. You take the stick on this side, you strike high like a high hammer. Then it comes to your opposite shoulder as you strike low. And it's a backhand style too. Then you're going to pull the hand back you just hit with, and you're going to strike high. This opposite shoulder with the one that just did the strike, you hit backhand low. Then you're going to pull this back as you strike high. This one dives back under the armpit. In some Kali styles, they actually call this heaven and earth drill, because you hit high, hitting heaven, then you bring the opposite shoulder, you hit low, that's earth. You pull it back, you do a backhand high, that's heaven again. Then under the armpit, hit high, heaven, opposite shoulder, hit low, earth, pull it back, and hit high. And then later on, once you have that down, you can do all the strikes as heaven strikes, all the strikes as earth strikes. So everything would point up. But I just wanted to show you that kind of briefly, but hopefully with enough detail that if you go back after the live stream is over, you could go along with me and be able to follow that and start to learn it. It's actually a lot of fun. All right, so now we're going to do a nice fun. That's where we're at. Okay, good. So I'm going to bow out. I'm going to bring Mr. Ellerson out here. He's going to do a race with you. So
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
At this point, you can take one of those 6, place it right down in front of you. I'm going to be facing you in this. We're going to be doing 10 jumping jacks. We're going to squat down to the straight back, pick this up, and do a hammer. Remember, when you do a jumping jack, hands and feet out, hands and feet together. You do 10 of those, squat, pick up, and hammer. You'd have a nice yaw on this one. You're going to face me, 10 jumping jacks, squat and hit, try to beat my pace. On your mark, get set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, raise your hand if you got me. Maybe a few of you. We'll check the comments later. We're going to do that one more time. This time with our left hand, or the other hand to do that hammer. We're going to go a little bit faster now. On your mark, get set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll be checking those to see who beat me. Next one, we're going to be doing 10 fitness squats. Get nice and low all the way back up here. 10 of those. Then we're going to add an 11th quick squat. Pick it up. And you're going to do a roundhouse strike. Let's try it together. 10 squats. Squat one last time. Roundhouse. I feel like I'm biased if I get to say ready, set, go. So I'm going to have Master Holly behind the camera count us off.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll see who's going to win on this one, either Mr. Ellerson or Mr. Lowentraut. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And go.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, I think Mr. Ellerson was a split second faster.
All right, one more time. Use your other hand for the roundhouse this time. And I want to see who can keep up with us. Mr. King, count us off.
All right. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, Mr. Lowentraut won that one.
That's different.
Let's do one more set of this. Last one over here is going to be 10 high knees, followed by squatting and doing a backhand over here. Remember, these are low knees, medium knees, but high knees, at least up to your belt level, which I'm sure you're all wearing at this point. Pajamas, belts, right? Makes you stronger. 10 high knees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squat, backhand.
One thing real quick, if you're beating either of my instructors, I want you to log in and let us know that. We got to give a little pressure on them to go faster.
Yep.
Oh, no. Oh, it's
honor system.
That's right.
Someone count us off.
All right, and go.
I did the wrong thing.
That means Mr. Ellerson won.
Well, one over here. We don't know who's doing
That's
that
true,
back
of
there.
these two, but I'm pretty sure some of my students, I have some pretty awesome dragons and eagles I think may be beating you right now, but maybe Mr. King will let us know if anybody logs in and says that. All right, gonna do the other hand?
One more on the other hand, and we'll take a little break after that.
And what's the strike?
Backhand. I'm sure the audience said. All right.
All right, on your mark, get set, stop. On your mark, get set, go. Ooh. I think Mr. Ellerson Mr. Lowentraut may have got that one.
Thanks for joining us on that one. Get some quick water if you need. Otherwise, let's hold that third squat position while you wait for the rest of us to catch up to you.
All right. Matthew's saying he beat you.
Oh, I believe that.
Probably.
That kid's fast. That
I like
kid's
the sword.
super fast. Good job, Matthew. All right,
Also,
so
Mr. Feliciano chimed in with, "Go faster, Mr. Ellington."
Oh! Tell him I'll see him at the next streaming.
Ooh, them's fighting words. All right,
It's like for wrestling, there's storylines happening behind the scenes.
Tune in next week for the adventures of the American Tiger staff.
All right, so what we're going to do now is, like usual in class, we like to review the current lessons. Again, one live stream, 3 different lessons. We're going to go through them fairly quickly. I'd like actually everybody to try all 3. I'd like my dragons to try the advanced. I'd like my advanced to do the dragons and eagle technique. So I'm going to use Mr. Lowentrout. We're going to actually, it's going to look maybe a little strange like it did last time, but we're going to stay our distance away, and I'll be telling you what the lesson is, and he's going to react, and he's going to be this far away. All right. So what we're going to do is a dragon defense technique is somebody goes to grab you, grab your shoulder. So what's going to happen is you're going to do double up windmill blocks. Now you have your hands here. You decide which hand you want to use. You're going to do roundhouse backhand. So if you want to do it with your right hand, it's roundhouse and then a backhand. And then you're going to do a kick to the leg. I always like the knee. That's a really good target. Keep the knee. Ha! And then you're going to run away. Ah! Dragons and eagles. Everybody, if you want, run around your couch or your, down the hall and back if you want. Screaming your head off, and then everybody in the neighborhood will wonder what's going on. So I'm going to do that one more time, and I'm just going to switch the rights and the lefts. That time it was after I blocked right, roundhouse right, backhand, right snap kick. So now I'm going to do it with the other side. So he comes in to do that. I'm going to double up with my block, left roundhouse, left backhand, left kick to the knee, and I'm out of there. Ah! All right. So we're going to go to the first year lesson. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be on the ground. Mr. Lowentrout's going to be left side up in a guarding stance. He's getting ready to launch a roundhouse kick towards my head. Now, hold on a second. I just want to say one thing before you do it is if you go to Facebook, I know some of you aren't Facebook people, but we're posting a lot of things on Facebook because it's easy for us. And Master Gregory, the person who started the school, he's starting to post stuff for his students. He has a studio out in near Palm Springs. He teaches Kian Kung Fu, which is what we teach. And he also teaches some jiu-jitsu. So he had a little short tutorial on how to do a roundhouse kick. I posted the one from the lead roundhouse kick. That's the one from the front leg. And tomorrow I'm going to post the one he posted for the rear roundhouse kick. Just so you know, because everybody is doing that in these lessons. So he starts to do the kick. What I'm going to do, cover my head and attack the leg he's standing on. And I'm going to do a snap kick to his face. Bam! I'm going to roll and roundhouse kick to one of his legs, side kick any open target, and then I'm on my guarding stance. Okay? So one quick time again. I'm resting on my right. Wait, I guess it is. Yeah, that's right. Resting my right hand down on my right hip. He comes into attack. I cover my head and kick him in the knee. Snap kick him in the face. Both of those were with the left. Rolling roundhouse kick to the leg, and then side kick any open target, and I'm back on my feet. So that's the first year lesson, and that's lesson F12. Okay, the dragon defense is dragon defense technique number 6 for the first one. And then the advanced lesson is an approach lesson. That's to be used only if an attack on you or a loved one is certain. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a roundhouse kick at his knee. So I come around, use the ball of my foot, kick him in the knee. Bam! Then I'm going to do a right outside crescent kick to his face. Boom! Then I'm going to do a race. Boom! Then I'm going to do a right roundhouse kick to his face. He falls on his back. And then I'm going to do a flying stomp to his ankle. Ha! Actually, his ankle's over there right now, but we're still trying to do our best with the social distancing, so you'll just have to kind of imagine we're closer. So again, I walk up, do roundhouse kick to the knee, right outside crescent kick to the face, right roundhouse kick to the face, and right stomp to the ankle. All right. So go ahead and go. All right, so here's what I want you to do. We're going to go back to the dragon defense technique, and I'm going to do the reactions, all right? So I'm going to be the attacker. When I go towards the camera, am I in a good spot, Mr. King, as far as closeness?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You can get a little closer if you wanted to.
How's this?
Ooh, even closer.
How was this?
That's good.
Do I look more imposing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. All right, so you do the lesson. I'll tell you what to do. And remember, it's your choice on rights and lefts as far as that roundhouse backhand. So I step in like I'm going to grab your shoulders. You're going to do double up windmill blocks. Now you're going to do a roundhouse punch to my face. Back end to my face. You're going to get kicked to any open target. Let's just say you kick me in the knee. And then you're going to run away. Ah! So I'm being your partner, but from far away. If you like that one, you want to go back and practice, go back there. Now this is the one where you're on the ground. And this is lesson F12. So you're going to be doing that lesson from the ground. I'm here. I start to throw that roundhouse kick. You're leaning on your right hip with your right hand on the ground. And you're going to do a left side kick to my knee. Bam! That stops me because you've stopped this leg. Snap kick, left snap kick right up to my face. Bam! All right, makes me stumble back. Roundhouse kick with your right as you roll to my leg. Boom! And then you're going to do a side kick from the ground to any open target with your right foot. Boom! Now you're just going to get up in your guarding stance. So I'm realizing now I probably should have stopped the lesson and been the partner. So I'm sorry if this is a little disjointed. This is how we're learning stuff. So, and then the advanced lesson, I'm standing here, I prove to be a threat. You're going to walk up and throw a right roundhouse kick with the ball of your foot to my knee. That's going to make me do this. Now you're going to do a right outside crescent kick to the side of my face here. Bam. Now you're going to do a right roundhouse kick up into my face. Bam. That's going to put me on the ground. And then you're going to come and do a flying stomp to my ankle. So you can do it with the lessons with the imaginary, or not imaginary, I'm just not there in the flesh, but I could be your partner by hopefully helping you with those reactions. And reactions are super important anyways. They help keep you safe if you ever are attacked because you start to react before the hit gets to you. And also it just helps you and your partner to train well. So thank you very much. We are now up to the in and out. Go ahead, come on in. Mr. Ellerson's coming in.
Time for another race. That's why I was resting off to the side. In this one, pick an invisible or imaginary line on the ground. What you're going to be doing is step over the line, step behind the line. You're going to throw a snap kick on one foot, switch, snap kick on the other foot. You're going to do that 3 times in a row. And when you're finished, you're going to have a seat when you're done. Carefully if you're on kind of a hard surface. So here, kick. Here, kick. Do that one more time, sit down. We're going to see who does it the fastest. When we're doing these kicks, make sure we're not here. Get into an actual kick stance or guarding stance when you're doing those kicks. Give me some energy on it. So we're going to race up, back, snap kick, 3 times. Have a seat. Is everyone ready?
Yes, sir!
Wow, I can hear you through the camera. You guys are great. Count us off because I don't want to cheat in this race.
Ready, and go.
Don't worry, not just camera lag.
Yeah, the camera lagged half of it.
All right.
All right. Who beat Mr. Ellerson? Right? Make a comment.
Let us know. Be honest. Be honest.
At least beat me.
Yeah. If you beat Mr.
We'll delete those
Lowentrout,
comments.
He was doing that.
Wait,
on
what?
purpose.
Hold on.
Okay.
That's not your jurisdiction.
Well, here, I'm going to tag out with you. We're going to do the same thing with side kicks this time. I'm going to hop right back over here. Mr. K, see me in this frame?
Let me see. Yeah, you look. Yeah, look sharp.
I know. Okay.
Okay, so next, we're going to do the same thing. Side kick.
Oh. Okay.
So we just do it on one side?
Up, back, right,
Oh, right.
left, and then that 3 times.
All right. You guys ready?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Go.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I think I see what's happening. Running twice versus run once.
Right. Okay. So let's do it one more time, and then.
I think we're already clear on the rules,
Well,
yeah.
You got some challengers. Both Blake and Bradley are saying they beat you.
Oh, okay. Because, I think one of us was doing 1, 2, 3, 4, kick. The other one of us was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, kick. I think that's where we got
The 3
differentiated.
times means 3 rounds of in, out, kick.
All right, so it'll be up, back, right, left.
Yes.
Up, back, right, left, and then do that one more
All
time.
right. Let's do that again because I think Mr. Lowentrout's got you this time.
Oh, okay. With side kicks?
Yes.
All right, count us off.
And go. Oh, yes.
Oh. All right.
All right. We have one more of those.
I think roundhouse kicks
Yes,
is the logical conclusion over there.
So, next, same thing. Out, in, roundhouse kick, roundhouse kick. 3 of those, and then sit down.
All right.
Who wants to count us off?
I'll do that.
Yes, ma'am.
And go. Oh, you guys are good competitors. Let us know if any of you guys out there beat these two, because they were bringing it pretty well.
Is anybody sweating yet?
I'm sweating. Yeah.
They were bringing it pretty well.
Is anybody sweating yet?
I'm sweating. Yeah.
Looks like Matthew and Blake and Bradley. Like, I like the way they say it. They're like, "We've got you."
Okay. Well, I think we need
Nice.
one last one with pump kicks. Who wants to be out here?
All right. So if pump kicks aren't good for you because of your environment right now, just make them snap kicks, and then but only do that if you don't have room. Don't do that to give yourself an advantage.
Yeah. Don't jump and hit your head on the chandelier. Don't fly over and land on the coffee table or anything. But again, if you kick your ceiling at home, you get a virtual black belt from us.
Oh, and then I can't figure out what I was going to say.
All right.
Okay.
So
Ready?
pump kicks, 100 count.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
Super confusing.
Oh, you caught up. All right, very nice. You two can get up. Bow to each other. All right.
Yeah. Sorry for the false alarm there.
Yeah,
I
right
mean,
here. I suddenly couldn't remember.
The other was
what to say.
more because
You're getting
I kept
water
seeing
squatting
little
right now.
I kept seeing little notifications like the stream is having issues. We'll try reconnecting, but I just went and checked over on the other computer where I'm watching it, and I refreshed the page, so that's looking good. I mean, everybody, thank you for being patient with us. We're still working out the kinks of how to do this. I think we're doing a little better this time. Hopefully, we'll actually get the entire class in this one, and it won't just get cut off at the end.
Yeah, that sounds
Unfortunately.
good.
So,
All right, so I want you to grab
3 in a row. Wow.
your sticks or imaginary sticks or your implements that you're using. So what we're going to do is we're going to do dropping dragon eggs. So I'm going to have Mr. Lowentrout come out here, and you only need one of those, so you just put the other one in. You can have it handy if you need it in your belt. So we've done this at the studio quite a bit, so what I'm going to do harder as we go. So I'm going to have you stand right here. All right. So I'm going to hold this up, and good. You might want to get I'll get a little closer. There we go. Ooh, nice. Good. Oh, that was solid. Yeah! Excellent. All right. So now I'm going to do it for the audience out here. So I'm gonna stay in the same place. It's actually not too hard to strike them from this distance because you really see them falling. So get your stick, your implement out, or your imaginary one if you're doing that. So if you think you've hit all 5, make a comment and let us know. Here we go. Ready? And all right. Now I'm going to move in a little bit. Whoops. All right. So now dropping them should mean, and I'll have Mr. King make sure. Is my hand just out of view?
Come a little closer.
All right.
Closer?
So you see maybe
There. Perfect.
maybe the bottom of the egg.
I can see the bottom of your wrist. Maybe.
All right. Here
There
we
you
go.
go. Ready?
And ha! Ha! Is it lined up okay?
Yeah, it looks good.
Ha! Ha! Rah! All right. Who thinks they would have hit all 5? Let us know. Now it's going to be the hardest one.
Oh no.
Out of range?
Out of range. Well, you could if you want to be completely out of range yourself.
No.
Come on up.
Okay.
Now, bring it up.
Okay, is it in the frame?
It's in frame.
Out of frame?
Out of frame.
All right, you're only see it for a split second. Ha! 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 Last one. Let's see what you could do. Cha! Good job, everybody.
Woo!
All right.
Man,
We are
man, if I gotta check, I gotta fact check this. But Bradley's saying he got them all.
That doesn't surprise me either.
Also,
And if you
Mrs.
notice,
Mrs. Ia just joined us in the chat.
oh, very
too.
cool. Hey, Mrs. Zia.
Everybody's gonna have to start filming themselves while they're doing the live stream.
We
We're
actually
gonna have
had
to-
yeah,
we had people
check.
show pictures. That was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, if you have pictures of yourself doing this in front of the screen, we got quite a few of those on Facebook. We really loved seeing that. It was kind of fun. We got to see ourselves on the screen, and we got to see you in the foreground. So I just wanted to show you in case you want to practice this week. These are just pieces of cardboard. All right, so you can just cut them. They're in egg shape because that's kind of fun. But maybe if you have a parent or a brother or sister, just make sure that you're out of the way when you drop them so they don't poke you. And you can also do them with your punches. We do them that way too.
You mean they're not real dragon eggs?
No.
Oh,
Sorry about that. I hope I didn't.
illusion shattered.
That's right. All right. So we have a second collie stick drill. Let me see how we're doing on time here. I think we could just show this to them. So the 6-point drill we showed you, and we just want to kind of go over this one so that some of you have seen it. And like I said, we're usually doing this with collie sticks, but in order to make sure that we're keeping our social distancing rules that are in place, Mr. Ellerton and I are going to use the Shanais again. All right. And in fact, I think this is actually the drill that the two black belts end up doing at home with the spatulas was this one. So you start with them up like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to really explain it. We're just going to show it, and then I'll just show you the very first part of it. You work on that. We'll add some more later. So we're here and go. Okay. All right. So because some of you may know this, in which case you can go back and maybe look at that and do it. But all I want to kind of show you is the first part. You can maybe find a partner or just practice this in the air. So you start kind of in a full horse squat, have the sticks up like this. In fact, just so you can see it, I will use regular collie sticks. You use whatever you have. So what happens is the first part where you're going to strike high and low. So it's like you're doing a down one block, except you make contact at the top and the bottom. So that's all we're going to do for today is because we're going to practice hitting high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. I know this seems like way too easy for some of you, but if it is, practice switching your half horses instead of just standing there and kind of flailing them along. So here, hit high, hit low, hit high, hit low, hit high, hit low. And we'll just add on to that, and next time we do more collie sticks, we'll get farther into that drill. All right, so now we are up to here's the deal. We are going to have everybody do a scavenger hunt. Everybody say yay!
Yay!
All right.
So much enthusiasm.
Yay!
Woohoo! All right. There we go. So what we need you to do, and we want you as fast as possible, but of course be careful, is we're going to do something where we need 3 different colored items. We need a white item, we need a black item, and a blue item. So it could be a bowl, it could be like a plastic. Oh, look at the time. Okay. We're going to get this one moving pretty quick. So we're going to, you can grab a shoe. It doesn't matter. You're not actually going to hit the items. We just want to have them out because we're going to do a drill this way. So you all go find our items. There's our white item. Run, Mr. Ellertson, run. There's our black item. There are blue ones matching over here at the blue.
So it's harder to find.
Yep. There's our blue item.
That feels suspiciously set up, ma'am. It's almost like they didn't have to go very far to find anything.
Movie magic.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the white one in front of you, and we're going to put the blue one on one side or the other. It doesn't really matter, except that, if you want to mimic what's happening here, then you'll just need to kind of set it up the same way. Oh, I forgot this is going to go actually here and here. You're going to stand in the middle of all this. All right, so get your stick. I'm going to get these. So what's going to happen is you're going to be in your guarding stance, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to call the color. Maybe I'll give you guys 10 more seconds to find your items.
It could be an old sock,
Yeah, sure. It could be a sock.
TV remote for black.
Yep, but just make sure you don't step on them or hit them. But I try to go easy colors: blue, white, and black. All right. If you're still looking, when you come back, you can continue. So one in each hand. What's going to happen is I'm going to say, if I say white, ha! You're going to strike towards the white. All right. If I say black, we're going to start with hammers. You're going to strike towards the black. Ha! If I say blue, ha! You're going to strike towards the blue. All right. So let's do this together. Hopefully you got your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. White, ha! Blue, ha! Blue, ha! I almost tricked myself. Black, ha! White, ha! Black, ha! And you can use either hand you want. Ready? And blue, rah! White, ha! Black, ha! White, ha! White, ha! Black, ha! What should I do? Ask them which one I should do next.
Which one should Master Holly go for next?
What's it gonna be?
Let's see who chimes in
Who
first.
chimes in first?
There's a little bit of lag. Maybe I should call a couple
Okay.
while we're waiting.
That's good.
All right, blue,
Ha!
black,
Ha!
blue,
Ha!
blue.
Ha!
Okay, I'm starting to see the first ones. Blue,
Ha!
white,
Ha!
white,
Ha!
black.
Oh, sorry. Ha! I didn't hear you.
You definitely got beaten in that draw part.
My yell was so loud, I couldn't hear what you said.
All right, someone said B. So pick one.
Ha!
There you go.
We'll do three more.
Okay, ready? Blue,
Ha!
white,
Ha!
and black.
Ha!
There we go. Good hand-eye
All right.
coordination drill.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope you like that. We're going to play a game now of draw, and you're going to use your sticks, but you guys are going to be against each other. You're going to be against two of my instructors here.
Ooh. Nah.
All right.
And then it's kind of
I think I'll go up and down, and then we'll put you. All right. So,
Jenny Campbell says purple. That's very cheeky.
Ah.
all right. So we'll start with the two of you, and so what's going to happen is we're going to have Mr. Ellerson kind of on that corner. Mr. Lowentrout's going to be on that corner, and they're going to. Mr. King's going to be the one that calls out draw. If you're not, if you're fairly master, you're just going to hit in the air. I suppose if you had a couch or something or something to hit, but as long as you can kind of focus here, the main thing is trying to beat whichever instructor is out here. So, what are you going to use? Make sure what you're using is still safe and that you're not too close to the to the screen. All right, so Mr. King, we need you out here.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm just checking the screen health.
Okay, well then I'll go off the side and I'll be the first one to go.
All right.
All right, oh, you're back. Go ahead.
Okay, ready? Wait for it.
Only go on the word draw, not any other word.
No other word but draw. I think Mr. Ellerson looks like.
all right. So then
All right.
we hop in, correct?
Yes. What do you think? Should
So
I
I
use
think
a
you just have
spatula
to-
or should I use a ladle?
Ooh.
You got till I get back here.
All right, see what happens.
Am I gonna break your spin if I hit it like that? I mean,
Don't hit hard.
yeah,
All right,
okay.
come on, Mr.
Sideways,
Feliciano. That's my job.
All right.
I'm
taking
pretty
the ladle.
strong. I don't
All
want to
right,
break
ladle
your spin.
choice.
All right.
Okay.
And you gotta yell. If you don't yell, it doesn't count.
That's right.
Okay, wait. Spatula. 2 votes for spatula.
Oh my goodness.
Spatula.
Yeah, I love
Alright.
spatula.
The spatula that. Go.
Ah,
I was thinking about the spatula. So
you just say spatula.
evil
I
tactic.
always tell my students I am terrible at this game. Now you're gonna know why.
Okay. Oh, we're back up here. So far, Mr. Ellington is our undefeated champion.
But I don't know who's beating me over there.
Well, that's
so let us
true.
know.
That's true. You probably all beat Mr. Ellington at this point. Let's be honest. Draw.
Ha.
Ah!
Ooh,
I attacked.
my trusty spatula.
I attacked the morale. All right, ready?
Now hold it up there, mister.
Very good. Go! Go! Dragon! Go! Draw! Ha! Ooh, I think you were just a little faster there, Master Holland.
Yeah.
All right. Please don't break your spatula. I know you have the power of 10 titans in that arm, but
Well, afterwards I like to go make pancakes.
that's true.
He got
He got it.
All right, last one. Come on in.
Last round.
Yeah, who
Then we're
says they're
definitely
beating? Is
gonna call it.
anybody there saying they're beating these guys?
Bunch of
Any us?
liars.
Yeah, how chime in if you think you're faster, you're stick tying along here. I realize it's a little different, but we're getting honor system. We trust you. All right, dragon, go, draw.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a tie.
We've already, like usual, gone up over our time limit. We're trying to keep it like a 50-minute class. It's been 57 minutes.
Mhm.
So look at Facebook. Go to the American Tiger Facebook page. If you can at all, because we're posting lots of cool stuff there. I hope everybody's staying safe. Remember, we used to be practicing the 6-inch rule, which we'll do when you get back. But right now, we're all practicing the what?
The
6-foot
rule.
All right. Now our next live stream is going to be Monday at 6 o'clock. And then the next one's going to be on Wednesday. We'll also be emailing you some information on Monday about how we're going to be handling stripe tests that would have been happening, I believe, on Wednesday and Thursday next week. We have plans for that too. We don't want anybody to miss out on any part of what we're doing here. So let me get my 2 people out here. Mr. King, come around real quick. I'll make room for you, although we're in the same family,
6
so
foot rule.
social distancing. There we go. So we want to thank everybody for coming today. We had fun. I hope you had fun. That first one, we were a little amped up. I think we're getting used to it, but we're going to try and make sure we're bringing that energy to you, and I hope you really enjoy it. Any of those exercises or whatever that you would like to, after this is done, it's going to automatically archive, and you can go back and try any of those exercises that you saw. Thank you so much for coming. Loved having the comments. So everybody go attention stance and bow. And Mr. King's going to run back. Turn it off. Bye. Have a good weekend.
Good job, everybody.
Are you sure you want to end the stream? Yes.